Winter made a dramatic entrance across the Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area this past weekend, catching many residents by surprise. The first major storm of the season swept in with little warning, bringing with it a sense of excitement and a flurry of activity as people rushed to prepare. A significant storm blanketed the region in snow, transforming neighborhoods into a classic winter wonderland. Streets, parks, and backyards were quickly covered in a thick, sparkling layer of white, inviting children and families outside to build snowmen, have snowball fights, and enjoy the rare beauty of a true winter day. For many, it was the first real snowfall of the season, a beautiful sight, but one that brought tough chives for local officials. The picturesque scenes came with a dose of reality, as school leaders and city workers had to quickly assess the situation and make important decisions about safety. Snowfall totals varied widely across the region. While city neighborhoods in D.C. saw just a few inches, some Maryland suburbs and rural parts of Virginia were buried under much deeper drifts. This patchwork of accumulation made it difficult to respond with a one-size-fits-all approach. This uneven accumulation is a major challenge for school districts, making a single decision for everyone difficult. Administrators had to weigh the risks for each community, consulting weather maps, road reports, and emergency services to determine the best course of action. As the snow tapered off Sunday evening, temperatures plunged, setting up a dangerously cold Monday morning. The sudden drop in temperature meant that any remaining moisture on roads and sidewalks would quickly freeze overnight. Wet roads and sidewalks quickly froze, turning into invisible sheets of black ice, hazardous for both drivers and pedestrians. Even experienced commuters found themselves facing treacherous conditions, with many accidents reported across the region. School districts across the DMV had to act fast. With safety as the top priority, officials worked late into the night, monitoring conditions and communicating with local authorities to make the best possible decisions for their communities. By Sunday night, many announced 2-hour delays or full closures for Monday, prioritizing safety above all else. Parents and students received notifications, giving families time to adjust their plans and stay safe at home. These decisions are never easy, but the goal is always to protect students and staff. Teachers and administrators know that every closure impacts families, but safety must come first when winter weather strikes. In the end, community well-being comes first. Neighbors came together to shovel sidewalks, check on one another, and make sure everyone stayed warm and safe during the storm, a true testament to the DMV's resilience and spirit. How do school officials decide on delays or closures? It's a process that starts days before the storm. Superintendents monitor forecasts, consult with meteorologists, and coordinate with emergency agencies. Early morning, transportation teams hit the roads, checking not just highways, but every bus route and school parking lot for ice and snow. They assess if buses can safely navigate the conditions, and if school grounds are safe for students and staff. After gathering reports, officials hold a pre-dawn conference call to weigh all factors: road safety, weather forecasts, and the ability to clear surfaces. The superintendent then makes the final call: open, delay, or close. The decision is communicated to families as quickly as possible. It's a careful, thorough process with one priority: safety. Every step is about minimizing risk for the entire community. The National Weather Service is the backbone of the school closure process. Their detailed forecasts, warnings, and advisories give school officials the data they need to act decisively. For this storm, the NWS provided crucial information on snowfall timing, accumulation, and the arrival of dangerous cold. Winter storm warnings and wind chill advisories are key signals for schools to activate emergency plans. These alerts help superintendents justify tough decisions, especially when safety is at stake. The NWS also briefs school leaders directly before major storms, ensuring everyone understands the risks. This partnership grounds every decision in science and keeps students safe. Reliable weather data is the foundation of community safety. Driving in winter weather is a major concern, especially for school buses. Every morning, drivers and school officials must assess the risks that come with snow and ice, knowing that the safety of dozens of children is at stake. Even experienced drivers can find themselves challenged by unpredictable winter conditions. Even a few inches of snow can make roads slick and treacherous, particularly on hilly or winding neighborhood streets. These roads are often the first to become hazardous and the last to be cleared, making them especially dangerous for large vehicles like school buses that require more time and distance to stop safely. Overnight snow means many secondary roads aren't cleared by morning, making bus routes risky. Early morning darkness can hide patches of ice and snow, increasing the danger for both bus drivers and students waiting at stops. The real danger often comes from black ice, thin, invisible, and nearly impossible to spot. It can form even when the air temperature feels just above freezing, catching drivers off guard and causing vehicles to slide unexpectedly. After a day of melting, refreezing creates slick patches that can cause drivers to lose control in an instant. These icy spots often appear in shaded areas or on bridges, where the cold lingers longer, making them even more hazardous. A 2-hour delay gives road crews extra time to treat roads and lets the sun rise, improving visibility and melting some ice. This extra time can be crucial for making sure that both main roads and side streets are as safe as possible before buses begin their routes. These delays push travel into a safer window, reducing the risk for everyone. With more daylight and better road conditions, both drivers and students can feel more confident on their morning journeys. School officials must consider every road, not just the main ones. They carefully monitor weather reports, consult with transportation staff, and sometimes even drive the routes themselves to check conditions firsthand. The goal: ensure every student's journey is as safe as possible. From the moment a child leaves home to when they arrive at school, every step is carefully considered. Sometimes, waiting just a bit longer makes all the difference. Safety always comes first, and a cautious approach helps protect our children, our drivers, and our community during the harshest months of the year. Wind chill is a hidden danger that can be just as serious as icy roads. When the wind blows, it strips away body heat, making it feel much colder than the thermometer reads. This morning, wind chills dipped into the single digits and below zero, dangerous territory for children waiting at bus stops. Frostbite can set in within 30 minutes, especially for kids without proper winter gear. Young children are especially vulnerable and may not notice the warning signs of cold-related injuries. That's why superintendents pay close attention to wind chill advisories. Delaying school pushes bus stop times into daylight when temperatures are less severe. Even a small shift in timing can prevent frostbite and hypothermia. Protecting students starts before they even board the bus. Safety at the bus stop is just as important as safety on the road. School closures ripple far beyond the classroom, impacting families across the DMV. For many parents, especially those who can't work from home, a sudden closure means scrambling for childcare. Some students miss out on essential meals provided at school, adding stress for families already struggling. Lost workdays can mean lost wages, especially for hourly workers, and businesses feel the impact too. Superintendents weigh these hardships carefully, balancing them against the risks of unsafe travel. Most parents understand that safety comes first, even if it's inconvenient. Advance notice from schools helps families plan and adapt. Communication systems, texts, emails, calls are vital for keeping everyone informed. The decision is never taken lightly, but protecting children is always the top priority. Community well-being guides every call. For students, a snow day is often pure joy. A break from routine, a chance to sleep in, and time to play outside. Building snowmen, sledding, and snowball fights create lasting memories. For older students, it's also a chance to catch up on homework or recharge mentally. But snow days have changed. Many districts now switch to virtual learning, keeping instruction going even when buildings are closed. While this helps avoid extending the school year, it changes the carefree nature of the traditional snow day. A 2-hour delay offers a compromise, extra rest and safer travel, but still a full day of learning. Whether it's a day off or a virtual class, the focus remains on safety. Students adapt, but the excitement of a snow day endures. The experience may evolve, but the priority never changes. Keeping kids safe is always at the heart of every decision. While most of us sleep, road crews are out battling the storm to keep our communities moving. They prep equipment, load salt and sand, and pre-treat roads before the first flakes fall. Once the snow starts, crews work around the clock, plowing highways and then tackling narrow, winding neighborhood streets. Their job is tough, navigating poor visibility and tight spaces, especially where school buses travel. The progress they make on secondary roads often determines if schools can open safely. Even after the snow stops, crews return to treat icy spots, especially on hills and bridges. A 2-hour delay gives them crucial extra time to make roads safer. Their tireless, often unseen work is what allows the community to get moving again. Next time you see a plow driver, give them a wave. They've earned it. Road crews are the unsung heroes of every winter storm. Staying safe during winter weather starts with listening to the experts. Follow forecasts and school announcements closely. Meteorologists and local officials work around the clock to provide the most accurate information, so it's important to pay attention to their updates. These alerts can change quickly as storms develop, so staying informed is your first line of defense. If officials advise staying off the roads, do so. It keeps you safe and helps road crews work efficiently. When streets are empty, plows and emergency vehicles can clear snow and respond to incidents much faster. Your cooperation not only protects you, but also supports the people working hard to keep everyone safe. If you must travel, prepare your car, drive slowly, and allow extra time. Make sure your vehicle is winter-ready with snow tires, a full tank of gas, and an emergency kit that includes blankets, water, and snacks. Even short trips can become hazardous, so plan ahead and let someone know your route. Dress in layers, wear hats and gloves, and make sure kids are bundled up before heading outside. Proper clothing is essential to prevent frostbite and hypothermia, especially for young children who lose heat more quickly. Take a moment to double-check that everyone is protected from the cold. Check on elderly neighbors and family members to ensure they're safe and warm. Older adults are more vulnerable to cold weather, so a quick visit or phone call can make a big difference. Offer to help with shoveling, groceries, or just provide some company during a storm. School delays and closures are about more than convenience. They're about protecting the whole community. Decisions to close schools are made with careful consideration of road conditions, bus safety, and the well-being of students and staff. It's a responsibility that leaders take seriously. Every cautious decision helps prevent accidents, injuries, and dangerous exposure to the cold. From emergency responders to crossing guards, everyone plays a part in keeping our neighborhoods safe during winter storms. These choices put people first, acknowledging the power of nature and the need for caution. Working together, we can minimize risks and look out for one another, even when routines are disrupted. While routines may be disrupted, safety is always the reason. Taking a day off from school or work may be inconvenient, but it's a small price to pay for everyone's well-being. So next time you get that early morning call, remember the careful work behind it. Countless people have weighed the risks and made the best decision for your safety and the safety of your community. And enjoy the beauty of a winter day, safely. Take time to appreciate the quiet, the snow, and the warmth of home, knowing you've made choices that protect yourself and those around you.